overspeed training. And what that is training that teaches your body, teaches that motor pattern to run more efficiently and faster than it is used to. So if you've ever saw me put a resistance band on the pull-up bar and tell my athletes to jump as high as they can, as fast as they can, and repeat that, you could do squat jumps, you could do pogo jumps, but you are holding onto a band that is attached to a pull-up bar, and you are jumping, and because you are using that band to help you, it is an accelerated movement. I'm not talking about assisted. Assisted is where you jump low.
Right.
I'm talking about accelerated, where you jump as high as you can and as fast as you can.
While holding
the band. So you are essentially running through that motor pattern, running through that stretch shortening cycle faster than your body is normally used to. Think about, those ankle jumps that we do. Think about doing those pogo jumps or those ankle jumps and jumping as high as you can, as fast as you can, without holding the band. There's no way that doing that without holding the band, you can do it faster and higher than if you are holding the band.
Right.
So holding the band, that is overspeed training.
Right.
It is teaching that motor pattern and the stretch shortening cycle and your body to be more efficient, to do that more quickly than it is used to.
So that way when you do it, you're going to overperform.
Exactly.
More times than not.
And I do this with sprints as well, believe it or not. I do this with 10-yard sprints, but there's a caveat here. So I attach a belt to my athlete's waist, and then I hook a resistance band to it. I actually have a belt with a band. I got it at Dick's Sporting Goods, and it goes about 10 to 15 yards, actually about 10 yards.
Okay.
And they do a 10-yard sprint. They pull so all the resistance is loaded on that band. And then when I say go, they sprint, and because the band is pulling them forward, they are sprinting faster than they are normally used to.
That makes sense. Okay.
Right.
I was thinking you were going to have them pull the sled. Instead, you're doing the opposite. Very creative.
So that's a different thing if they were to pull the sled.
Right.
It's pulling them.
Right.
The band is pulling them faster than they are normally used to.
Wow.
But when it gets to sprints, you have to be careful because you want to keep the correct technique.
Right.
You don't want to do overspeed training and then your sprint form is all different and jumbled up.
Right.
Because that's obviously not really going to transfer and translate.
Right.
So, but anyways, this is the third technique that I've seen. And normally, one last thing, because this is very important. I have an athlete, Hayden, the 6'5" white kid, who is very strong, but he's not that fast. He's not that explosive. So the majority of his training is overspeed training, reversal reps. I am trying to teach his body, teach his nervous system to perform faster and more efficiently. So we're working the rate of force development. We're working the reactive strength, but we're also working that overspeed and working the reversal reps to teach that stretch shortening cycle and the motor pattern that we want to move fast and explosively. So if you're very strong but you got no bounce, try overspeed training. Try these reversal reps.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.